So that is how Savitri would take rest in the night in some place, either in a temple courtyard or in some hermitage or some ashram. And again, next morning she will get up and resume her quest. But morn broke in, reminding her of her quest. She had been moving from month to month, from place to place for months. And from low rustic couch or mat she rose. So she would lie down on a simple mat and then get up in the morning and start her journey once more. In fact, for years and years and years, the mother was sleeping on the floor. She didn't have a cot to see, you know that, you see. She was sleeping on the floor, you see. She used to sleep there in the room there on the floor, and at the entrance to the room, at the door there, the human being used to sleep there to guard her or to be there in case anything is required by her any moment. He used to sleep there on the floor at the door, you see. Human being, you see. No bed, just sleep on the floor. Well, there was no, it was not there, you see, for her. It was so crowded, there was no place to keep cot, bed. Then later on, they built up the terrace room upstairs for her. It is on the second floor, you see. So you must have seen that corridor passage like thing in the second floor. So there is a mother's room there, and she used to sleep there on the floor. And at the door of the human mind, that passage, she used to sleep there, you see. So all that he used to do was, he used to carry his pillow upstairs, human mind, and lie down there, you see. Start the work, you see. This is in her great palace, you see. And this girl, she is now going from place to place, to villages, to towns, to cities, to temples, to ashramas and all that thing. So she is meeting all kind of situations there. You see. And from low rustic couch or mat, she rose and went impelled on her unfinished way. She has not found yet anybody. And followed the fateful orbit of her life. Fateful orbit of her life. She has been going again and again in search of a life's partner. Follow the fateful orbit of her life, like a desire that questions silent gods. Then passes starlight to some bright beyond. What a comparison. How she is moving. She is moving like a desire. Savitri is moving like a desire who questions gods. Desire is personified here, and it is that desire which questions the silent God. Yes, what are you doing for me? You see, the desire is asking the gods, silent gods. The silent gods are not responding, and yet the desire is there insisting, what are you doing for me? Why I am not able to find the place where I should go, you see. Then passes, yes?
Again, the word
Desire.
this word
Yeah. But what a beautiful simile. She is a desire personified now, you see. Yeah. Yeah. Aspiration. Yes. Yeah. And followed the fateful orbit of her life like a desire that questions silent gods, then passes starlight to some bright beyond. The desire disappears into some beyond. In the manner the star would go into some beyond. And follow the fateful orbit of a life like a desire that questions silent God, then passes starlight to some bright beyond. Thence to great solitary tracks she came. As she has been moving from place to place, finally she comes to a lonely place where hardly anybody lived, hardly there were any tracks seen like that. Where man was a passerby, towards human scene. Very rarely somebody would go here like that in distant, remote places. Or soul in nature's vastness strove to live and call for help to ensouled invisible powers. See, either man is there, living there as a passerby and moving around, or else there could be souls who would invoke invisible powers to come and help them, to help it. Call for help to ensoul invisible powers. Invisible powers who had taken these souls, it is their help he will call. Either he is moving in nature like that, or he will invoke the help of invisible powers who had taken some human birth, ensouled, and called for help to ensoul invisible power, overwhelmed by the immensity of his world and unaware of his own infinity. Man is not aware of his own infinity, of his own possibilities, his potential, but there is something in him which does perceive the presence of invisible powers. And it is to those invisible powers he offers his prayers. He wants to get help from them. The earth multiplied to her its changing brow. So as Savitri is going from place to place, she is seeing different landscape. Sometimes green, sometimes brown, sometimes desert-like thing like that. So her brow is as if kind of changing from place to place, you see. Various lands she is moving. The earth multiplied to her a changing brow and called her with a far and nameless voice. Savitri is receiving those voices going from place to place like that. The mountains in their anchorite solitude, as if they are busy, they are occupied with some kind of spiritual practices, these mountains, anchorite solitude. The forest with their multitudinous chant, yes, they are singing the praises of the great. Disclose to her the masked divinities doors. It is in nature herself, in her abundant moods, who is disclosing to Savitri, look, this could be a door for you to move. This could be a door for you to move. This could be a door for you to move in. The mountains that anchorite solitude, the forest with their multitudinous chant, disclose chant, of course, there are all kinds of sounds there. The river, the brooks are there flowing rapidly in the mountain region. There are birds, there are animals, then the wind will be whistling to the forest trees and all that. So all types of sounds are there, as if they are chanting the praise of the divine. The mountains in their anchorite solitude, the forests with their multitudinous chant, disclose to her the masked divinities' doors. On dreaming plains, an indolent expanse, lying lazily, indolent expanse, the deathbed of a pale enchanted eve, pale enchanted eve. In the evening, when it is about to kind of fall silent, about to kind of disappear, the day is about to disappear, enchanted eve. So it is like a sort of a deathbed in the evening, you see, for to lie there. Under the glamour of a sunken sky, this is the scene of the evening. Impassive she lay as at an age's end, as if she is coming to the end of an age, of a yuga, of an eon. She is coming to the end of that thing. Means one yuga has gone, one era has passed, and it is dead now, so to say. It is going to slip into the other. So like that, she has been going. So it is also indicative of the fact that Savitri's journey is since the beginning of the earth towards this search. From time to time she comes here and keeps on, or cross an eager pack of hurdle hills, lifting their heads to hunt a lair like sky. The hills are there and they want a kind of a place where they can go and stay in the sky. Lifting their heads to hunt a lair like sky. Or traveled in a strange and empty land where desolate summits camp in a weird haven. Mute sentinels beneath the drifting moon. So the moon is gliding in the sky and sentinels, stars. Beneath them, she is going. Mute sentinels beneath the drifting moon, or wandered in some lone, tremendous wood, ringing forever with a cricket's cry, ringing forever with a cricket's cry. Means while she is going in the evening, the cricket will be making its shrill voice, and Savitri will be listening to the voices. Mute sentinels beneath the drifting moon, or wandered in some lone, tremendous wood, ringing forever with the cricket's cry, or followed a long, glistening serpent road. In the lonely forest, the roadway goes like that, you see. Through fields and pastures lapped in moonless light, or breathe the wild beauty of a desert space, where never plough was driven, nor herd had gazed, and slumbered upon stripped and thirsty sands, amid the savage wild beast night's appeal. So this is the whole scene through which Savitri is traversing through all these different places. See, mute sentinels beneath the drifting moon, that is the stars. Stars are the sentinels of the night. And under this moon, the Lord of the stars, they are moving around with it. Or wandered in some tremendous wood, ringing forever with the cricket's cry. This is one of the most beautiful lines in Savitri, ringing forever with the cricket's cry. Actually, there is an allusion to a line in Vyasa's Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, Shevendra himself has given that example of the overhead poetry, overmind poetry. And he has translated that line also into English. In one of his letters, he specifically mentions a cricket's cry in the night and the way in which it is described by Vyasa in one of the places in Mahabharata. You see, I will read that line. Vanam pratibhayam shunyam jillika gananaditam. That is the original line. Vanam pratibhayam shunyam jillika gananaditam. See the sound itself, forget about the meaning content, but the sound force is so beautiful there. You see. Vanam pratibhayam shunyam jillika gananaditam. That is the original sound. Now Shevendra has translated that thing in English when he is giving that example. Pure over mind line of Vyasa's. A void and dreadful forest, ringing with the cricket's cry, ringing with the cricket's cry, ringing with the cricket's cry, the spirit of the universe, lending its own depth to our mortal speech. The spirit of the universe lending its own depth to our mortal speech, or listening from behind to some expression of itself. Listening from behind to some expression of itself. It is the spirit who is listening from behind its own expression. This is that line, you see. You are talking, but you are listening to your own sound, so to say. And that is the beauty of this line. Manam prativayam shunyam jillika gana naditam. Jillika, that is cricket. Gana naditam. The way it cries, you see, jillika gana naditam. Vanam, that is forest. Prativayam, dreadful forest. Full of fear, you see, dreadful forest. Vanam, forest. Pratibhayam, dreadful. Shunyam, void. Shunyam, void, cipher, zero. Jillika, that is the cricket. Gana, naditam, is cry. That's the original line. And Savitri has rendered that thing in such a beautiful way here. Ringing forever with the cricket's cry. You can see the sound, see the poetry also. And the alliteration, see, ringing forever with the cricket's cry. What is it that really grips our attention in terms of sound? The repetition of a ringing forever with the cricket's cry. So many R's are there in the line. And of course, see, cricket cry. The yeah. The alliteration is so powerful, you see. It is that effect which has come here, you see. That's right. Yeah. Ringing forever of the cricket's cry. See, that is how, see, that is what one should sleep. You can listen to your peacocks in the night and see how this is. Right. Or followed a long, glistening serpent road through fields and marshes lapped in moon's light. Or read the wild beauty of the desert Spain, where never plough was driven, nor herd had grazed, not even a cattle was there, not even a cow was there, no animal was there. Such lonely, isolated place. She's going like that. And slumbered upon stripped and thirsty sands. Savitri would go and sleep on the banks of a river in the night sometimes. Amid the savage, wild beast, nights appeal, and there'll be all kind of beasts of prey around. Still unaccomplished was the fateful quest. Savitri is going from place to place. The fate van is moving through different regions, but still the objective is not fulfilled. Unaccomplished was the fateful quest. Still she found not the one predestined face, for which she sought amid the sons of men. A grandiose silence wrapped that regal day. So the day in all purple glory, it will slip down and become quiet in the evening. The months had fed the passion of the sun. It's becoming brighter and brighter, intenser and intenser sun constantly. And now his burning breath ascended in the soil. The summer, Grishma, that is the word in Sanskrit, is intense, its full intensity, hottest. What you would call, it is the time of Agni Nakshatra. You must have heard of Agni Nakshatra. When the heat is really intense, the Agni Nakshatra. And now his burning breath assailed the soil. The tiger heads proud to the fainting earth. All was licked up as well lolling tongue. So the tiger, his tongue, is licking up everything. You see. The spring winds failed. The sky was set like bronze. Very hot, very intense, very hard, so to say. Bright, metallic bronze. It's a kind of metallic sky shining there and the light. Still unaccomplished was the fateful quest. Still she found not the one predestined face, for which she sought amid the sons of men. And he says, of course, For months she had been going on. The months had fled from place to place. Still she has not come to a place where she would meet her future husband. She's still moving around like that, you see. Now here, this is what happens in great mystic poetry, great epic poetry particularly.